Hi Teaquilters, it's T with Teaquilts, and it is Saturday, December 20th, 2025. We only have 5 more days to Christmas. So wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, and just in case you're not back, a Happy New Year as well. Today, what's on the agenda? I'm going to be sewing my rows together on my spinning star and then sewing sashings in between those. So that's the goal for today. I also stopped at the post office today, had a few pieces of mail that I wanted to read. One of them is regarding pillowcases that I donated. And I'll go over again where I donated all the pillowcases so you'll know. And I don't remember number counts now because we had so many. I was donating very generously. Let's see. We've got Darcy here reminding you all to hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe if you aren't. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll receive notifications whenever I'm live. I'm live on Saturdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I do live sew and chat or large fabric hauls. I also am live on Wednesdays where I sometimes sew. It's just a live chat, so I don't know what the agenda will be on that. I do birthday shout outs, things like that. So join us over on Facebook as well, Teaquilts LLC. Make sure that you answer the 4 membership questions so that you can gain admissions. I'm trying to keep spammers out the group, so it helps if you answer those 4 questions. Wanda Jamerson is here. Benita Nance. Virginia Oglesby. Welcome back. Remo JS. Also reminding you all to hit your thumbs up to show your love and support. Thank you, Remo. Let's see. Michelle the Quilter is here. Benita, I said Benita Nance already. Michelle the Quilter, I just said. Sharon Lewis. Claudette Hall. Kevin the Quilter, hey, Photo Kevin. Ray Mahone, he here early today. He ain't messing around. Lori Topaz is here. Uh-oh, her charger broke. Oh my goodness. I had a charger just one day, decided it didn't even want to stay in the phone. It kept falling out. And it was so weird because then another day it worked. It's so bizarre. Anita Baker's here as well. A lot of people saying hello to each other. Got Diane McCoy just came in. Tracy Middlebrook. Shelly S5. Dolores Feltz. Zandra Odom. And I think that's it for right now. More people will be coming in. Let me show you. I have started sewing because it's going to be a chore. And I wanted you all to see what my sashing was going to look like, just in case I don't get a lot sewed today. You at least know what the end goal is. So I sewed just a couple of my sashing rows together so that you can see what the middle, if you look in the middle where my little pinwheels are in the middle of the sashing. So that was what I was kind of going for. You can see like the sashing kind of makes a star in the black, and then I also have the little pinwheel in the random colors, and I'm just randomly placing those. I am not going to drive myself nuts trying to figure that part out. Okay, so that's what I am sewing today. Last time I was on, I sewed all of the sashing rows. I had finished sewing the pinwheels, and then I made them all into sashing rows. So I have 1, 2 more sashing rows here, but I've got 2 rows pinned on here. So that's where we are. Let's go ahead and open up mail. Hi, Vivian Calvi. Welcome to the chat. Robin Boyd, welcome as well. Quilting Cynthia, welcome, welcome. Judy Martin. Phyllis G, hey girl. Thank you, Diane. She says very nice. I like it. Thank you, Sharon. Says your spinning links is very pretty. I called it spinning stars. It's spinning links, but it's spinning stars now. I'm good with changing the name of stuff, in case you didn't know. Sometimes I don't know the original name, and then when I do, I just make up names. Like Kevin and I'll go to some quilt shops, and then I'll rename the whole quilt shop, and Kevin know exactly what I'm talking about. It's so ridiculous. Hi, Susan Peter Denton. Welcome to the chat. And Margot, welcome as well. So this first one, I am assuming happy blessed season. Barbara Lipcomb out of Delaware. I'm assuming that these are Christmas greetings. But just in case, let me look at it first. Uh-oh. What is she saying here? She says, okay. She's talking about an order. I have to look this up. I'm having trouble locating my African Queen quilt so that I can make a pattern. When I find it, I'll pay shipping costs if you want to purchase later. So she just wants to purchase a pattern, and I just told her I'd pay shipping costs. And she even put some stamps in here, but yeah, I'll just send it. I send it as a package, so that won't work. Okay, I'll contact her. But she had Christmas on the outside, so this was in 2022. She is telling me how long it's been. This next one is out of Louisville, Kentucky, which I'm thinking I know who it is, but let's make sure before I say the wrong name. It's just a Christmas card. I haven't been to the post office. I've been trying to avoid the post office because it's Christmas. And I just went in and it was lines of people everywhere, of course. It's some stuff that I should have got posted by now. I've not been feeling well. I get up sometimes and I'm up like 20, 30 minutes, enough time to cook something to eat, try to come in here and organize something, go drop off something somewhere else, and then I'm sitting back down again because I'm tired. But yeah, this is really pretty. It says to Tea and Family from Brenda Foley in Kentucky. That is too cute. Ho, ho, ho. Isn't that pretty? Made by Brenda 2025. And you know what? I told you all the one time I made fabric postcard. My nephew lives right in my subdivision, but I wanted him to receive it by mail, right? So I went to the post office and dropped it off myself, had it hand canceled. Do you know that baby never got his postcard? And I had put a lot of work into it. He's Halloween birthday. And so I made a beautiful Halloween birthday card, and he never got it. Somebody is at home with it up on their wall somewhere. But thank you so much, Brenda. I appreciate that. And one other thing that I got, and this is in regards to the pillowcases that you all donated. I donated pillowcases to a church organization that had daycare. I donated to senior, I can't remember the name of the senior group now, but I donated to a senior group that has programming and stuff for seniors. And I think it's senior women. I don't think it's even men. I think it's all women. But I donated to that organization. I also donated to, and they gave me a thank you card. And I went to a breast cancer awareness fashion show in November. They invited me to that just because I donated. And then it makes me aware of the organization so I can buy my own ticket next year. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. So they did send a thank you note. I don't know where it's at. I forgot to read it to you all. It's been so long ago. And I had forgotten all about it until I got this one in the mail today. And then a third organization, St. Louis, back in April, May of this year, had tornado in the city of St. Louis that devastated a lot of homes. There was a group meeting at Jackman's Fabrics, and they had mega quilts that they had made in numerous days that they had meetings there. And I donated probably 200 of those pillowcases to that one organization. Then I had this organization here, Sleep in Heavenly Peace. A lot of people donate crib quilts or baby quilts, and so I donated probably 100 pillowcases to them, and they're responding. I want to say that's it. However, as I was moving stuff around, I did find about another 30 or 40 pillowcases, and I think what I'm going to do with those is just donate them. Jersey is in school now, and they have children bring sleeping stuff. So of course the first day we didn't know we were supposed to bring all of this stuff because they're not very clear, all the rules and things, until you get there on the first day. But you need blankets and pillowcases and things like that. So I thought I would donate. I think I have like 30 pillowcases. I'm thinking about donating those last pillowcases to them, because I feel like they have their own washing machines and stuff there, because if your kid mess up too bad, they'll put on borrowed clothes that you bring back. So they have washing machines there. And I feel like, they can wash the pillowcases, and then they can give them to kids that might have messed up their pillowcase. They'll have a surplus of pillowcases that they don't have to purchase. So I thought I would donate the last ones that I found. I thought I had given them all away. Apparently, I had put some in a non-Teaquilts bag. Everything that I gave away in a Teaquilts bag. So I knew that it was pillowcases to be going to some organization. And I want to say that's the organizations that I donated to, but I could be missing somebody. I did a church. They were first. The seniors. And the tornado victims. And then this group. And then I want to give the last ones to another daycare. It's a school. It's not daycare. I'm sorry. It's a school. It's not affiliated with a church. And then I did talk to the homeless lady, the lady that provides for the homeless in St. Louis. I know somebody on Facebook, been line dancing with her for many years. I noticed that 2 or 3 times of the year she goes out giving bags and things to the homeless. And I've been really thinking about that. I asked her if she ever saw homeless children. She said yes. And I'm thinking, okay, we could donate, I said we can donate some smaller quilts. I told her that anything that we donate wouldn't be available until July. And then I'm also thinking about maybe they might need drawstring bags. So maybe we could donate, if you want to donate a 40 by 40 quilt, 40-ish. It doesn't have to be that size. You can do that. But I'm also thinking maybe we can donate drawstring bags that they can put, say, the 40 by 40 quilt in, say a change of clothes or two, things like that, about the size of a pillowcase, but not a pillowcase, because if you put the drawstring on it, then they've got something that they can also carry it by, is what I'm thinking. So let me all know what you all think about that before I start trying to figure out in writing and trying to find some online free instructions. I think you'd probably do better to just go to YouTube and search for drawstring bags, but I'll try to see what I can find. My guild is also making drawstring bags to donate this year. So let's see what Sleep in Heavenly Peace sent. Just, I think it's more of a thank you. They did thank us officially on their Facebook page. And so that was really sweet, because I donated to the tornado victims and I never heard anything back from them. And I gave that organization 200 pillowcases and I never heard anything back from the group that coordinated it. And I left that up at Jackman's store. So I know they got it because that's where they were meeting at. Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Ooh, I like that. I like their logo. Thank you for your support. Teaquilts, thanks to all who created and donated the adorable pillowcases. We are sure the kids will love them. Thanks again for blessing SHP. No kid sleeps on the floor in our town. And this was the Metro East team. We have a Also Personal fabric store that's in St. Louis. That's the one that we tend to go to on Shop Hop Day on the Friday. They also have another location that's in Collinsville, Illinois. It's just that we don't go to both. They're about the same, but just slightly different. So I just wanted to let you all know that people are appreciating the child daycare in the church. My cousin runs that. I guess I should tell her that she needs to start sending whatever we donate to them, if we donate to them again, that they need to send us a thank you note so I can come back and share it with you all. But she does appreciate it. And then myself personally, I donate. They have like a Women's Day thing where they do health checks. They do makeovers. It's all kinds of things that are going on, different types of activities. You can win prizes and things. And I donate to that, and I donate, me personally, Teaquilts, I donate to that. And then each person that comes actually gets something. So I tend to do a Teaquilts bag filled with various different items. I can't remember what all I put in there because it's been a while, but I know I gave them a Teaquilts bag, Teaquilts pen, and gel pen. They also, I made them those Kleenex tissue things for their purse. And it was something else in there. I have no idea. Oh, I think I added a pillowcase in for the adults too, because I'm like, everybody can use a pillowcase. And even when I was going places and passing out pillowcases, I saw like seniors and they would say, oh, those are so pretty. What is that? And then I tell them what it was. They go, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I just hand them a pillowcase too. I'm like, I was like, Oprah, you get a pillowcase. It was so many pillowcases to give. So I really appreciate everybody doing the pillowcases last year. Really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you guys. Let me go back and make sure I haven't missed anybody coming in. I probably am. I'm going to be sorry. Thank you, Margot, for saying my project was beautiful. Thank you. Minnie Dula is here saying hello to everybody. I said Tracy. Don't say it again. Linda, the Irish Cell Lady, I have not sent you an email. I have not been feeling my best, and I've been trying to do what needed to be done, but I do have you, and I don't really want to go to the post office now, and I got to send somebody an apology note because something that should have been mailed, not an order or anything, it was a personal thing. I just haven't mailed it. I'm like, I'm not going to the post office for that one. So I do apologize, but I'll try to do better. She said her internet is acting crazy too. So, yep, I have that some days. Deborah Holloway is here. Hey, girl, hey. Holly Duvall is in the room. Monty Pep also. And Phyllis says her rent is paid. Is your rent paid? If not, hit the thumbs up button for us, please. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. And this came out really far today. Get that back over there. Yeah, so I just wanted to go through that. So she needs to, I got to remember that, I'm not doing anything. I'm not mailing anything until after Christmas. So none of it will get done now. I'm not going to even tell that tale. I'm about to start cooking. My daughter, we had turkey, of course, for Thanksgiving. And I tend to take the turkey and use the meat to make turkey pot pie. We didn't have a whole lot of turkey left over, but I did debone what I could, and I probably have enough to make one pot pie. But if I'm making like the average serving that you serve in your family home, it's not gonna be enough pot pie. I'm making like 3 times that recipe of chicken. I'm gonna do. My daughter said that she had a chicken, and she was asking if anybody wanted it in our family group. I'm like, girl, boil that chicken, put some vegetables, some seasonings, whatever. You bring that chicken to me with the broth. So she brought it today. So I just deboned that before coming on the live and got the drained out the broth so that I can use it instead of having to buy it at the store. It's always best to have your own broth. You know what seasonings are in it. Although this time, I don't know what seasonings is in it because I didn't make it. But it looked good. So I am in the process of about to start prepping for Christmas. I only got to make 3 things because my sister is nuts. She just likes to cook. And she's cooking all the meat, barbecue. And then I heard from my mom that she's got some sides. My mom is going to bring some sides. And I'm like, when you come to our family to eat, if you can't find something to eat, something wrong with you. That's all I can say, because we have almost every kind of meat you can think about, and then have about, I don't know, 7, 8 different sides. Okay, I'm just guessing. It'd be so many. It's like I have just little bitty piles of everything because I'm a sides person. I don't really care about meat that much, but I want all the sides and I have to taste them all. So I'm only making 3 things, if I'm not mistaken. I'm making the turkey pot pie, but I'm going to do 3, enough to make 3 servings that goes into one big pan. And then I'm making a cake. And as far as I know, I'm making candy yams. That's all I know I'm making. My sister decided she wanted the barbecue this year, so we're not doing the ham. We normally do ham. I normally go get a honey baked ham. I didn't buy that. So she's barbecuing. She's bringing some sides. I think muscatelli or lasagna. I can't remember which one. I'm thinking it's muscatelli. And she probably going to have something else. She just say that. And then my mom is also probably going to bring some sides. So I'm just making sides. I'm not going to do any meats because my sister's going to have plenty of food. We have so much food that everybody is packing stuff to go and packing like the next 2 meals. We have enough to eat 2 more meals when we come home with food from the holidays. So yeah. The 4th thing is I also do apple cider. So I forgot about that. I don't even have it. Didn't even think about it at the store. So I do plan to get up in the morning and go to the store. So I got to get my list done tonight because I have not been feeling well. I would have normally shopped by now, but I'm like, I didn't even think I could like walk around the room, and my voice is still up and down. Today I went out to the fabric store because I needed some fabric for one of these projects. So I had to go to the fabric store. One store has Kaffe for $7 a yard, so I ran over there today to get a it was like 6¼ yards of fabric that I needed for some borders. So I went and got that while I was over there. I find when I'm looking through my K supply, I got lots of K facet fabric. I don't feel like making anything scrappy. And I could make a whole lot of borders just by cutting pieces off of all the fabrics that I have, but that ain't kind of what I want to do. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would be cute too. I've already cut the fabric though, so it's going. Maybe I'll do that on the other one and save my other pretty fabrics. But I ended up buying 3 fabrics, and I worked hard not to buy 3 yards. So I bought 2¼ yards because I can basically cut that and have long pieces and still connect and put it on a queen size quilt if I want to. So I went and bought 3 different pieces of cave so that I could have some fabric for borders, because all my pieces are 1 yard or less. They're 1 yard. I got a lot of fat quarter bundles and things like that. So yeah. All right, Linda, I'm glad you understand. Hi, Claudette Bettis. Welcome, girl. And Donette's here too, and Quilt Nana is also here. Welcome to the chat, everybody. So yeah, that's just a quick little update of what's going on. And if I missed anything, y'all let me know. Okay, what have I been sewing on? Let me show y'all some of the stuff that I've been doing. Do you all remember the project we did for retreat? Rogue River, I think that's the name of her. If I'm not, I can't remember. I think that's what it's called. So we did it. It was our retreat project at retreat last year. A lot of you all got the pattern afterwards because you really liked it. I had to retype some instructions because they were very vague and you needed a little bit more information than what was on the back of the Villa Rosa card. So I ended up adding some extra comments, but still gave you the card if you ordered it. I had a lot of leftover pieces, and these I haven't even done yet. So this is 8 half square triangles that I did sew and get squared up. I'm going to probably make delectable mountains with this, but I don't want to cut them right now. Because these are my last ones to sew, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to put all of these extra pieces. So I've got them in 2 different colors because remember I made 2. I made one for my sister and one with me. This was my sister's main color. And then I made this one my main color because even though we both are Leos, we can't have the same thing. We grew up like, So I made mine a little bit different. I changed this fabric and I had to have changed another fabric. But anyway, I know that I have 8 of these 8.5 inch half square triangles that I think I'm going to make like a delectable mountain strip. And I'm just going to put all of these different things that I've sewed. So I've been busy doing a lot of sewing. I don't know where to put stuff now. I got different piles everywhere. So then I made some pinwheels. These squared up to 6 inches edge to edge. So I made some pinwheels. So I was able to make 2 like this. So that's 2. And then I also had, because I changed fabrics, I had enough to make 1 like that. Okay. So those are extra pieces. And I just got to piece them now into one background when I get ready. This is another piece. I think these are still the 6 inch edge to edge half square triangles. And this one is 6 inches too, right? Yep. These were 6-inch half square triangles. So I had these left over after I pieced this from those 6 by 6 half square triangles. I put it into this setting. This fabric is in my sister's quilt, but not in mine. I really like the light color too. Let's fold all of those up. And so that's a big block. And then I also was able to make one more big block. So now I got to measure my quilt or pull up the Villa Rosa pattern and see what size it is. I think mine's is the same size, but I want to double check. So I made this out of what I was able to square up 4.5 inches edge to edge. So this is 4-inch finish half square triangles. So able to make this pretty block. And then from the leftover 4-inch ones, I lost one of the half square triangles somewhere. So I kind of made like a modern geese tree or something like that. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's what I ended up with. So all of these things, I didn't quilt my quilt. I finished my sister's, and her favorite color is pink. So I did a chevron. It was kind of chevronish piecing on the front, if you all remember the Rogue River pattern. I think that's the name of it. I'm sorry if it's wrong. And so on the back of her quilt, I had a pink chevron fabric, and pink is her favorite color. So I ended up putting the pink on the back, even though it didn't go with the front, because I said if she didn't like the front, she could at least love the pink fabric on the back, because my sister likes more simplistic stuff. She doesn't, I don't know about simplistic like in that sense, but she doesn't like a whole lot of colors together. So I was trying not to put too many colors, and that's why another reason this was great design for me to use for her. She ended up loving that lion quilt. And so now I got to get mine's done. So, and I just need to measure now so I know how to use all of these pieces that I have so that none of them will get chopped off if I just start randomly sewing, not knowing what size backing I need. Then I stand the risk of cutting my pieces, and I ain't trying to do that, because if I can't make this stuff fit, then I just might make a whole nother quilt top. So I'm not cutting anything off. So I've sewed that. I just got to measure. Like I said, I come in here and sew for like 5-10 minutes or something like that. At least I was sitting down. And one night I looked up, I was up to 6 o'clock. I was moving stuff, doing stuff, and then I'd sew a bit and get tired of moving stuff, looking for my bobbin. Still haven't found that bobbin, y'all. So I've given up on the bobbin. And I have my bobbin empty notification off, so I will be running out of bobbin until I get it back into the shop. Now, I just took it to the shop in September, so it's going to be a whole year. So, but that's okay. At least I have a big bobbin, so I'm trying to be positive. And then I'll have that guy figure that out for me when I go, because I know he can fix anything. So I'm not really worried about it. I just cut it off so it doesn't stress me out. So let's see. Silverita James came in. Terry 5. Oh, Diane McCoy was saying something. Let me. She had a question. Silverita James. Oh, she took it back. Okay, I'm sorry. Sue GSD is here. Sorry I'm late. It's 206 days until the most remarkable week of quilting. Teaquilts Retreat 2026. Be there. So it's going to be in mid-July next year due to availability. Silverita says she loves that block. Sharon says nice blocks. Deborah says that is beautiful. Michelle says they're all nice blocks. Yeah, because I'm just trying, you can do so much with half square triangles. My issue was that I had 3 different sizes of half square triangles, because I wasn't trying to make them all 4.5 inches. Take something that could be 8 inches and make it 4.5 inches, because I'm trying to not waste my fabric. When we made that pattern, it was a lot of snowball corners and it was a lot of waste, and I go, I ain't wasting nothing. So I sold all of mine and kept them. And I knew I was going to do, I was planning to always put them on the back, but I forgot all about the fact that I had double the amount because of my sister having made 2 of the same quilts and in the same fabric, sort of, kind of. I just changed 1 fabric in each quilt. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to use those. So I got to figure that out. Hey, Joe Carmel, welcome. Quilts by Carmel. She's talking about mama says hi. Yes, you better leave mama alone. You know it's 99,000 degrees at mama's house. You be sitting in your underclothes, girl. Thank you, everybody that said the blocks were pretty. Hi, Janice Miller. Welcome to the chat. And we are ready now, I think, to sew. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I do have one other thing. I can't remember who was in chat because I don't forgot what the name of this pattern is. I can't remember if it was, oh, I know who it is. It's it's Kelly. It's Kim Kelly. She was working on, GE Designs was working on these, and I did sew a couple of these together because I was at the phase where I had just sewed the strip sets, because each one of these is a whole strip set, and then you cut off the strip set. So I did cut all those strip sets. I wasn't sure how many I was gonna have, right? It ain't a lot. Half of a strip only gave me 5. So I've got like 11 sets here, 12, 13. So I brought in the remaining of my, I had a fossil fern jelly roll. I think Jason gave me this. And so I wanted to use it. So I guess I'm going to be using a whole lot more. And I'm going to unclip these so that I can spread them out with these. I have them clipped so that I can sew them in the 3s, but I was having duplicates, but I wasn't sure how many I was going to have. Because I thought I had a lot of pieces with the strip sets that I had. Girl, please. And I did half. I cut the strips in half because I was trying to, you know, spread the love. I don't like 10 of the same thing in my quilt, and 5 is enough. So I'm going to make some more sets, and then I'm going to mix with this. I'm probably going to do like 3 more different sets so I don't have to worry about the same fabrics touching. I'll make 3 different sets since I'm making 3 rows, and then I'm just going to make them until I run out. And then I'm just going to sew whatever size it is. I don't know. It's been so long ago that I was working on that I can't remember what we need to have. All right, so we're going to start. I got this one here set up, just folded, ready for me to sew the sashing. But I'm going to start with sewing the blocks into a row. I got the sashing rows pinned onto this one. So we'll wait on that. And we'll get this one done. Joe Cormier talking about, right, I'm truly melting. Right, I have a snowman that's, I should have brought up here. It says I'm melting. You know, he's singing, having a good time out in the cold, and then all of a sudden he's melting. She says 58 degrees outside and 85 inside. Yes. I remember when I was a kid, our house probably was, the thermostat was set at like 90, but we had really tall ceilings in our house. We had a 1-floor house. It was 4 bedrooms, 4 basement, but it had the tallest ceilings, and all that he did was just went up to the top. And when I was growing up, I don't think we were aware of ceiling fans. I don't know what year ceiling fans came out to push that heat back down, but we didn't have them, okay? We come from outside. We be standing on the heat vents. Just crazy. I need a piece of tape so I don't mess up the order. So... then I'm recycling some tape. Just don't want to get them out of order. Because on some of these, the way they're turned matters as well, as far as trying to spread some of the color out. So, got that. I need 5, 2, 4, 5. I need 5 sashing pieces. Y'all, I needed more sashing pieces because I needed to cut 16 more sashing pieces because I decided to sash around the outside when I didn't plan that initially. And so I'm up here thinking, I did not measure my block. I just got my fabric and went over there and cut this fabric at 12.5, just thinking these blocks are 12.5. No, they're 13 inches edge to edge, 12.5-inch finish. And I had cut all them fabric pieces wrong. I had to go back and recut, y'all. So it's going to be those pieces. I guess I'm using this fabric as my binding because we can't throw stuff away around here. We got to use that. So I got a whole lot of 2.5 by 12.5-inch strips. I'm going to put them in between some long strips. But I'm going to try to get rid of as many of them as I can in the binding. Yeah, I had to, like I said, I'm going to run out of bobbin thread at some point because my bobbin indicator isn't on. I've already done that twice since I've been sewing. And Kevin telling Joe Carmel to put her swimsuit on. Right, she gonna have to do something. I remember I used to go to my daughter's house and I don't wear a coat when I'm in my car. I'll toss a coat in the car in case something happened. I'm normally, as a menopause person, I'm normally hotter than everybody else. So I like it cooler. So I tend to wear a hoodie, and then I have like a very thin down jacket that will keep my chest cool through whatever I go through. And most of the times I have the hoodie on underneath that jacket, and I don't even have the jacket fastened. Every time I go to my daughter's house, it was like walking into an inferno. I be in there taking stuff off. I never got down to underwear, but I was real close one time. I'm like, and she went and cut it down. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I know what you're going through, Joe Carmel. I do know what you're going through. But my mom was one, honey. She never did want the heat on like that. She didn't want to pay the bill, and she didn't want it that high. We put that on there when she was gone. They put a lock on our phone, but they didn't put a lock on that thermostat. I also have been sewing. I'm glad that I did some test sewing because I had, it's telling me my top thread is out now. It broke the top thread. I don't even see it, so I can pull it out this way. So it's going to have to go backwards. Feels like it got caught a little bit somewhere, so I'm going to walk it out of here. See if I can walk that out. Yep. It got caught somewhere. Oh, stuff is on my thread. I got my scraps back here that I, from moving stuff around. They were crammed into this little basket. I mean, like crammed. These are all half square triangles that I tend to sew. A lot of half square triangles, not all of them. I got my extra, I don't know why I got my block balled up in there, but I do. My African Millie's dress sample block that I did. So it's leaning on my thread. I'm like, that thread is not moving smoothly. This is where I was like sorting stuff and putting stuff and haven't put stuff back yet. I need to sort this whole container so that I can put them in their particular spaces. Because some of the half square triangles are sewed, some are not. Some of it is just extra fabric pieces. Apparently, I got a whole quilt block in here just crammed in there, just disrespecting Millie's dresses, y'all. Total disrespect. All right. One more. Okay, now let me pull that. Yes. It had some resistance. So it must have got moved again on my last little rearranging spree. All right, so let's try this again. Start way back so I don't have to worry about back stitching. Oh my goodness. And cut this thread. All right. This first one needs one on the other side. I cut it and then I cut something. Still finding half square triangles. See, they're sewed already. It's like, we can't lose half square triangles. We need all of those, especially when they're sewed. But I keep all of my, like when I'm connecting binding strips and stuff like that, I keep all of that. I'll sew a piece of muslin too. I'll sew a piece of muslin to it, and I have a project that I'm using that on. Let me cut this starter thread too. All right. So this is the first one. It needs one on the other side. I'm not finna play with you, Joe Carmel. Oh my goodness. She is too funny. Oh, my pieces fell off from the vibration. Because I'm not even going to sew these. I'm just going to make all of these group number one because I wasn't really happy with sorting them out. Some of them I was, but then it was like I had, you know how you have two strips, like two separate strips, and they went to each other twice, and I didn't like that. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't want you to see a pattern when I'm sewing stuff. So these are all going to be like group number one. I'm going to make 3 groups. So, because if all I got is 11, I need a lot more than that. All right. Okay, so. Hey, Paigey. She sits right at the end, like when you walk out. She likes to sit by the door so that she can keep track of me and my husband, okay? She wants to know where we are. So she never comes all the way around and sit by my foot. She comes and sits so she can keep control of the door, know when you're leaving. So like I can't like reach over and touch her. She's too far over. This is going with this one. I just put numbers on them just so I can sew the rows together, because when I lay them out, I had to go use my deck to lay these out. And I don't put numbers on them. I just pick them up because I'm trying to get them up before the wind come get them. And I just put a pin at the top of the block through the whole stack, and then I stack the stacks in order. So I don't put numbers on them right away. But we're getting almost to the finish line. Let me scoot that over so I got more space to iron. I got pulled out my clips too. They sitting up there up in the, well, I think they always been sitting there, but they're a little bit further out because I was using them on my fossil fern diamonds. Okay. This one needs to be pressed. Hi, June Hanson. Welcome to the chat. Also, Gloria Hawkins. Welcome. Oh, and Renee. All three of you came in at the same time. Welcome, welcome. All right. I call this spinning stars, spinning links. Okay. So I'm just trying to get a row here done. Row sewed together. And I don't have any, well, I do have something to sew, but it's not ready. I also have fabric I need to connect for a border. I don't have enough to cut it in one piece for each side, so I have to, each side would have a seam, I think. That'll be okay. I just need to sew those together. So yeah, I've been working on 2 other projects that I've been making corrections to stuff. I just see a photo or something, and then I just sit down and figure out if, you know, how I'm gonna do that. And sometimes, like, you could use the same fabric or you could use a different fabric, and then I get confused because one time I'll put it down where you use the same fabric, and then you'll be cutting it again if you use a different fabric, and it's like, no, this all need to go up here together. So the measurements and stuff are right. It's where they're located and how many you need is a little bit off. And I had to make some corrections on, I made 3 different quick instructions. They not patterns, they're just quick instructions, because if they patterns, I have to charge you because it takes more time to make a pattern. I'm trying to do like 1 side if I can, at max 2 front and back, because I don't want to be writing patterns. So that's what I kind of been working on. And I think the first time I was working on them was when I was really sick the first time, and that's probably why I had a mess. Okay, I have nothing here that I can sew on to not cut my thread because these aren't marked. See, I have border strips here that need to be connected, but they're not marked, but they're here. I know what I can do. I can mark this next row and sew the sashings onto that. How about that? so we're not cutting thread. Because I got another set of numbers. I tend to do 2 sets of numbers, and then I just recycle them. And by the time I get through using them, they're not going to be used again. They done. I'm just trying not to cut my thread if I don't have to. I do need to contact one more person about retreat. Well, technically 2, because I need to contact the first person to see, so I can let the second person know what's going on. I still got 1 retreat opening. I'm working on that. Oh, I do need to contact the first person first. Because I got to ask them a question first. Since my emails are not working, you know. All the time. They work when they want. All right. This is that. And for 1 and 2, I need to add this one. Did I press it? Yep. So these 2 go together, and then I can add a sashing to the bottom. That's the goal. I got to find a fabric I want to use for a border. And sometimes I get cheap. Not cheap. I get tight. I don't want to use my good fabric. It's like all the fabric in here is technically name brand fabric. Kona Cotton, Timeless Treasures. It's like, girl, go pull one of them better ones. I'm finna pull a piece of Marshall Dry Goods fabric on here. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm glad I didn't cut it, because if I had cut it, I probably would have made myself use it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and use some Timeless Treasures fabric. I don't know what I'm doing with this quilt. And so then if I'm not keeping it, it's like, I don't want my good fabric. I want to see that fabric myself. You know how the mind do. It's like, girl, once that quilt is gone or whatever I decide to do with this quilt, I ain't gonna even think about that fabric. I used it. It's done. I took a picture. Good night, Deborah. No, this is not. The pattern I was told by Sharon, I think. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. It's called Spinning Links. It's a 4-purchase pattern. However, the Scrap Club did not purchase it because Missouri Star Quilt Company did a video on it. And, they give you all the information that you need to finish it. So I ended up just doing that. Some of the people did go buy the pattern. I did not. And then I'm doing my sashing different. This is not where I have my little pinwheel. They have one of your color, like where my colors are in the block. They just have a square the size of the pinwheel. So it's a little bit different. I was trying to use, we had a whole lot of snowball corners on this one as well. So I was trying to use them in the project. There was a lot of them. Let's see. I'll count it in a minute. Hold on. Each block we made had how many snowballs? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could make 8 half square triangles out of each block. We have 30 blocks, so that's 240 half square triangles that you could make if you want to. And I didn't want to pitch it, so I sewed all of it up again, you know, like I do. Because I don't have any fabric, you know. So I just need to press this last seam here, and then I can put pin a sashing row to the bottom. And then I have one more row of blocks to sew because I got one more sashing row left. All right. And we're not worried about, I'm not going to pay attention to what's the other previous sashings, nothing. We're just sewing. We need to, I don't want to drive myself nuts. I won't sew if I do all of that. I picked up about 20 pins. I'm back to dropping them because as soon as I pull them out, they just slip out of my hand. I should just pull one out, but you know, I like them right here when I pull them. Instead of up here. It's not far, okay? Crazy. But that's what I do. And dropping pins and stuff. Thank you, Gloria. Says pretty blocks. Good night, June. Kevin talking about everyone felt that lightning bolt earthquake when Miss T said she didn't have any fabric. I don't have any fabric. Remo is reminding you guys, if you haven't already, to please hit the thumbs up for us, please. We would really appreciate it. Projects for next year, I have Scrap Club in person, Scrap Club via Zoom. I'm gonna overlap maybe 1 or 2 because I feel like I took all suggestions on the projects via Zoom. I took all suggestions of people that submitted them, so I took at least one of your suggestions. I feel like there wasn't like very simplistic. And even though I am still working on these 2 projects, they are simple to sew. And when I'm talking about simple to sew, it might have pieces, but they're squares, rectangles, things like that. And then the other one, you know, I wanted to give people some choices on some stuff that's simpler for people that are new. So that's all. So 2 of the projects probably will overlap from one to the other. Maybe. I had started writing the things when I was sick and attaching the documents, and I need to go back now and see what I've attached. Because I was trying not to do a whole lot of projects next year, but I think we're going to have a whole lot of projects next year because I had a whole lot of suggestions. So... and I appreciate the suggestions. So I'm not trying to figure it out myself, but I just had to do the ones that I wanted to do. All I do, I mostly see just pictures. And sometimes I go to sites and I download stuff and then I forget because somebody sent me some stuff. And I'm like, I had this one already. I wanted to do, not necessarily do it for a club or anything, but I had already had it for myself. And I go, okay, this will be good. It'll mean that I'll get it done this year. So yeah. Hi, Janet McCarroll. Welcome to the chat. So we're going to go ahead and sew these. I got 2 on this one because I sewed the other one on before putting it on the bottom, just so that I could show you all the middle piece with the pinwheels in there in case I did not get to sew, you know. Because sometimes I get to sew on here and sometimes I'm doing a whole lot of talking and machines are breaking and bobbins are running and, you know, you never know what you're going to get when you come over here now. I'm always having some kind of issue. Issues and concerns. So I'm going to sew this one first because I got 2 on here. And then sew that one. What is Tracy saying? Let me see. I can't see it because it's in the way of the your t-shirt is telling on you. Oh, she can read it backwards. Easily distracted by fabric. Tracy, you're good, girl. She reading stuff backwards. Somebody ain't got no fabric. Oh my goodness. Little bitty baby pinwheels. Now, I'm not even going to iron these sashing rows in here because I've already learned I need to go to my steam press because it's a lot of seams in this little bitty space. The seams are getting pressed towards the sashing, so my steamer handles it like a pro. So there is no need of me even playing with this iron trying to press these rows because it's not going to happen. They too little, but that iron go up in there. My little steam, I got, which one did I get? Reliable steam generator, I guess. It's an iron for me. It just holds, the water tank is bigger. That's all. I do have a steam press, like what you find at a laundry, a small one. I got that by Steam Fast. And then I do also have a heat press. I don't really use my heat press for anything other than t-shirt making. I know a lot of people use it to put interfacings on stuff, but I use my steam press for that since I got all 3 of them. Oops. Get my seam allowance back the right way. All right, at the end. Oh, she's talking to Kevin. So let me press this one since it's sitting here. You press the single fabric sashing just fine. Start trying to press all of these little baby seams open on them pinwheels. It's like, I'm not doing that. So I got it. Oh, I don't even need this right now. Since it's in my hand, I have not been pinning, but I guess I'll just put a pin in here to hold it. Because that's the reason why I sewed this one first, because I have 2 sashings. This one just has 2 sashing rows because it needed a top and a bottom, and this one just needs the bottom because it's already going to be on the top when I put them together. So yeah, we might actually get some sewing done up in here today. Let me know what you guys are working on. Are you all wrapping Christmas presents? I haven't bought one present. CashApp is going to be my friend. That's what's going to be my friend, CashApp. I don't really do a whole lot of Christmas stuff. I did for my quilty friends, I gave calendar. That was it. And I'll show you. I'm hoping I'll be on Wednesday. I don't have a whole lot to cook. I plan to be here Wednesday if things go according to plan, and I can prep. Let's see. My stuff don't really need to be prepped either. It's gonna be at my niece's house. I gotta go to her house. I'm gonna be cooking from her house. So I'll just go to her house and my stuff will be right in the oven right there. So I'm supposed to be the host. But my niece likes having stuff at her house. My sister likes having stuff at her house. So it gives an opportunity for my niece to have something at her house. So, but I still got to bring the stuff. I purchased 2 tables and dropped them off because my sister been taking tables and then taking them back to her house. I'm like, ain't nobody got time to keep moving tables. And if I ever need some folding tables, I know where I can get to. They'll be sitting right there waiting for me. I don't know which way this one goes. This way. Look like the iron must have hit my seam. So I just need to get it started in the right direction. Once I get to my big board, I'll make sure the entire seam's going the correct way. So I'm gonna go make my grocery list tonight. Check the cupboards and see what I need to buy. And then get up in the morning and hopefully I can walk around the grocery store. I just never know how my day-to-day is gonna go. Now today was a good day. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow. So I'll be back in the same boat. Renee says, I've been working on her UFO, and I looked back at the list and fainted. Okay, on her list of UFOs. 2026 will be get it done. Girl, I've given up on that. Mine's is so bad, it's ridiculous. All right, remember we're not pressing today. Because it's just a waste of time. I'm pressing sashings only. I'm not pressing these rows with these blocks open. It's too much. I probably could press this part flat because it's nothing on the other side. I might can do that. I'll try. But I know when I put the other side on, there is no way that I'm going to get in that middle in this little bitty space without messing it up. So I'll try. Before I put the pieces together, I'll try that. See how that goes. Okay, I want to cut this off. This is the one that has 1. This was the jelly roll I was with Kevin and I bought some background fabric to use some Kona solids in a quilt. I decided not to do that this year. I'll probably do it next year. But it was so funny. I'm running around here looking for the jelly roll. And then I said, okay, I got to finish the spinning. I'm calling it spinning link thing for Scrap Club. Pull it up and I go, well, that's where the jelly roll went that you're looking for. I'll just use another jelly roll that, it's like a tone-on-tone print. It's not a solid. It didn't have to be a solid. I just knew I had a solid Kona jelly roll. Well, I don't. I used it. Now, I have other pre-cuts on shelves back here that I haven't been in years. There is a possibility that I might have another one on my shelf, but I'm not going to know it because I'm trying to use the stuff that ain't been put up yet, okay? I'm trying to use that stuff. And some stuff hasn't been put up in containers or shelves. They might be in boxes or they might be in a container, but the container is still out. And so I'm using stuff that's in my face right now. That's how I've just made 2 quilts with the cave. Do you know, as I'm making quilts with this cave stuff, I feel like the stack is growing because I keep finding more cave scraps. I'm like, maybe this is going to be the year 2026 is going to be used to K-facet fabric or something. And then had the nerve, because we went to the store and it was $7 a yard. You know, Kevin and I purchasing more, okay? I showed y'all mine's. I'm going to show you Kevin's, because Kevin don't purchase a whole yard. So when he buy a yard, it tends to get split. So he gave me the other part for my Christmas present. I'll show you all Wednesday. Isn't Wednesday Christmas Eve? If my dates are right. 21. Yeah. Oh, no, 23rd. So it'll be 2. I'm so confused. Hold on. I don't know if my watch will show me. I don't have my phone in here. And if I touch that, it's going to really mess up. The 21st is Sunday. 22nd is Monday. Yeah, so it's the 23rd. So it'll be the 23rd. It's not Christmas Eve. So, yep, girl, my UFO list is ridiculous. I don't think anybody's UFO list is longer than my UFO list. I got at least 50 quilt tops that need to be just quilted. Or decide if it's either I can quilt it because it doesn't have a border, or I do have it all done, it just ain't been quilted. I got 50 of those, at least. So, yeah. You all right. Brenda says, I love that color. I think love those blocks. Thank you. When I was making the blocks, I had this like chicken wire fabric that's all colors. And so, you know, I was thinking this solid fabric would be great. And then as I started doing it, my mind was like, you know, you like a lot more color than that, or texture. But I do like it. It's different. I haven't worked with solids in a long time. So this is going to be my solid project. And I guess I'll have Fabulous also that's coming up. We're going to be doing that this year. So I got the 2 scrap clubs to do. Now see, it'll work on this, but when I put it on the other side, it don't want to work here. It's too much fabric for me to maneuver. So, yeah. But I do like it now. The block, as I'm putting the extra black around it, because now it's framing out the actual blocks. An individual block by itself wasn't my favorite, but it looks really good now. So just sewed that sashing row to the bottom of this one. I got to get my other piece off so that I can press it. Let me put this over here, because I got to get a block. I can't put it on top because, you know, we don't want to, you know, cut our thread, right? Oh, and I got this one right here already. I had put a pin on here. I got it prematurely the last time. So, yeah. Paige over here snoring. Okay. Just sew it a little bit. Go to the middle. And get the end. Okay, this one I need to press 2 rows. And then we're not pressing after that. Good night, Diane. Thank you for coming. Brenda Perkins. Oh, I've read hers. Renee said, nice to know I have company. Right. Do not worry about it. It's embarrassing. My UFO list is over 200, okay? Part of it is from teaching, but like the exploding star, you know, I normally keep certain things when I'm teaching. I keep a work in progress with it. However, as soon as I finish one, like I just finished that exploding star, watch, somebody want me to teach the exploding star class. I'm, you know, it's just how it is. This was too long for me to set the seam, so I didn't set the seam this time. I'm just pressing it open. I got a, I don't know, is this 13-inch, 15-inch press mat right here I'm ironing on. And I'm going diagonally through it so I can have more real estate. Turn this around. Turn this around. Almost done. Well, I got one more row of blocks to sew together. And I'm sewing on them as I'm working on this. And then I got a total of 5 rows that need to go together. I got 2 sewed together already. And I'm going to work on these 2. So I'll get there. Even with what I'm about to do, I'll have them 80% of the quilt top put together. I feel like I can do that at least before we leave. I may not get the last one on here, but I know I should be able to get the majority of this done. I'm going to try to get these 3 rows put together if I can. I may not get the 2 halves put together. One last seam. But we shall see. We'll carry on. Holly says, trying unsuccessfully to hand sew a bag lining closed. Too much wrangling that faux leather earlier. Tomorrow, another day, at least 5. It will be done in time for Xmas. Yes. And she makes pretty bags. I'm planning out my mega project for 2026. Probably gonna be Bonnie Hunter's Pokerman Daydreams. I don't know what that is. And then that was Kevin. Tracy says Christmas Eve is Wednesday. Okay. Christmas Eve is Wednesday. Okay. So I'm not counting. See, when I can't do math, I'm still off. I couldn't even count 4 or 5 days up, okay? Yeah, because I stopped at Tuesday when the count, didn't I? Okay. So this is row 3 that I had to put it on both. And this is, what in the world? Oh, that's just block number 4. I'm like, I'm looking for row 4, but that's the number 4. Let me take these numbers off. I don't need them anymore. I can trash them. It's confusing me. I'm like, what? About to go crazy. I gotta rip all this out. All right. So we want to put these 2 things together. Just like to get them all so that they're close to where they should be. All right, seams are all going opposite directions, so that's good. 1 pin at a time, Teajuana. Thank you, Tracy. Yolanda Riza is here. It says, happy holidays to you, T and Teaquilters. Rent is paid too. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome to the chat. So we get to meet Minnie this year and Yolanda. So that's going to be cool. It's some other people too, but I can't remember. Do I have a list in here? Probably not. Nope, I got the round robin list. I'm trying to get everybody's round robins back so that I can do that. Finish that off for the year. Kevin, are you home or with your mom this weekend? I want to talk to you. Remo's reminding you all to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Remo. What you working on? I haven't heard from you what you working on in a long time. Are you working? Or are you taking a break? Miss Vivian, what you working on? Is she in here? She probably went to sleep by now. Yolanda says she's excited to come. Yes, I can't wait. I love getting to meet some of the newer Teaquilters as well as see the repeats. It's like a family reunion for the repeats. But I love seeing new people come in as well. Okay. He says he is home. He is so mean. He just could have left the front part of that off, but no. Oh, and I'm just only kind to you. I never would do that to you. Whew. I think we still got one person don't have their round robin. I think that's Kevin, if I'm not mistaken. Kevin is waiting on his. I was hoping it would have been mail so we could have done the reveal before the end of the year, but may not be. Whoops, dropped the pen just trying to put it back in there. I probably got about 5 of them down there now since I picked up pens. I want to take this one off. All right. He's so silly. I can't read it because of the heart, but I know it's not good. Oh, my goodness. Oops. I can get it under there. That's why I love the knee lift. It's another hand. Right. Miss slammed the door in my face singing Christmas carols at your door. I was being nice. You were being mean. You was kind of like a broken record too, because when I closed the door, it stopped. When I opened the door, it started. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. What that lady say? Ain't nobody got time for that. Our last road trip, for some reason, that's what was, we both had the brain worm of that. Or shall I say earworm, because it's in between. See, this is not even pressed good right here. That end, boy, it's coming back. It just, these seams, only something that's got some power behind it to keep them things down. Whoops. Whoops. About just like having fun with my good friend, Miss T. Yes. Yeah, because it was kind of fun to open and close the door and the singing would start and stop. Oh my goodness. All right. We're not pressing. It's just not going to happen. I do want to press this one corner back this way on the wrong side, just so that it doesn't lose the memory, because it sure is trying. It's trying. Pretty, pretty. Ooh. My little pinwheels are popping through. I just got to press it with an iron, but I need to open it so I can add this last row onto here. All right, last row for piecing. Then I need to add a sashing. And thank you, Yolanda and Renee. Okay, this one's already pressed. All right, this is number 3. I need to press that one. Oh, this one isn't pressed. I thought it was. It is not. It is not. All right, let me get a drink. say very pretty, those pinwheels. Something sets it off. Thank you, Renee. 1 and 2. Got the heart in my way. I can't read every word. And I still got extra half square triangles left over from this that I have not pieced. I have not squared them up. They're pieced. I haven't squared them up. But I was sick of these things just to get these in here. And I only needed 30, so 120 of the pinwheels out of, I think I said, oh, so it was half because I did 240. So it was half. I sold half. I'm sure I don't have another 120. I'm sure I probably have lost some by now. But I know it's a lot more of them out there that could be sold. But not today. Okay, so these two together, and then we'll have 2 halves to sew. I'm just gonna break my thread because I don't feel like trying to find something to sew on. I did not set it up ahead of time. I normally have them sitting right there, but I don't. All right. Need to press these seams right here. The nice thing about apple cider is Kevin and I went to an Amish store, so I think I have everything I need for that except for the apple cider. And I don't know if my husband has ate the whole bag of oranges, so I might need to get a couple oranges, just get a loose ones. I need some orange peels. Okay, get your little self back. Make sure this is in the right place. Uh-oh, I ran out of thread. Let me just look at it. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's take the time to clean it. I normally clean it every time I put a bobbin in. And sometimes I don't do that when I'm sitting here with you all. And I'm so scared to put my bobbin down. I'm going to put all my pieces in here because we don't have time for something else to go rolling off this desk. I have been sewing. I'm finding I'm having a lot of red lint. There are times that I have been sewing with red, burgundy-ish fabric. And I have a lot of red lint. I had to look and make sure. I got 2 different oils up here. May as well get the oil in here so it can be ready. Okay. All right. I want to take this off. I used to have batting scraps in here, and then I started making bags and started piecing them all up. But I can take this foot out to get it a good clean too. I hardly ever take it off. Start at the top and work my way down. I did the other cleaner thing. I'm not going to do that now. I did that last time. You don't have to do that every time. But I've been seeing little thread things up here, so I'm just trying to wipe down up here too. All right. Woo-wee. Lots of lint. So we got the majority of it done in case we run out of time. But I'm like, it's always something is going to happen, you know, when I'm sewing live. You don't know when the bobbin's going to run out. I've been sewing a lot, so I've been running through these bobbins. I've been trying to, you know, like I said, work on certain parts of projects just so that I can at least get it started. Anything that I'm doing myself, not all the projects, because I'm not even going to do all the projects. I just don't have time. All right, I think we can clean in the bottom now. And according to, you know, Bernina Jeff, there's only 2 reasons why my bobbin indicator will keep going off, and it's because the area that I put it in is dirty, which it isn't. I've checked it numerous times. Or the indicator is out. My light is on, but I've cleaned that thing numerous times, and it still is saying that I have a bobbin thread break when I don't, because it's still sewing. So I just cut it off for right now. I put the bobbin that I purchased, I had turned it 1 full turn. I put it back to the original position because it never stopped. So I put it back, so I didn't change that in the end. All right. There's some dirt somewhere that I can't get a hold of, so I will make sure them people know. Look for something that's covering my sensor somewhere. So, trying to clean everything under here now since I done pulled down all the fuzz from that fabric. All right. This goes back in. Okay. This goes back up here. Bobbins are in here. Take this one out. Put this one in. right. Now everything's nice and clean and pretty. Close the door. Put this back on. You woke up for a minute, Paigey? All right. Make sure I got the 97D foot. Yep. Because all the other ones were in there too. All right. Seam needs to be completed right here. Okay. What time is it? We still got 12 minutes. I need to put the sew the sashing row to the bottom first. Get that part done. Last sashing row. Yay, 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 yay. Yay. Okay, on the bottom. And then turn it around so the small part will be on top. Whew, you all are quiet tonight. Y'all tired? Yes, I want this done. Making sure it's the bottom. I still got the numbers on here to make sure. In my head, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get off this live. And it's like, you better go make a grocery list. Oh my goodness. 'Cause I don't want to forget anything. I don't normally grocery shop this close to the holiday. But I definitely don't want to forget anything. All I want to do is like finish my projects that I've started. I want to measure my lion quilt. I want to put those things together. Figure out what backing I'm going to use and, you know. But, Tracy's working on a Christmas gift. She's making her niece a tote bag. That's really nice. That's a nice gift. All of your bags are just beautiful. And I just need to sit down and do them. I don't know, you know, I got too many things to do. I'm behind. Like I still am missing like 2 projects that I wanted to do. I wanted to do the pineapple, didn't do that. And it was something that the other club did that I wanted to do that I didn't do. And I started the year off strong too. Kind of like I'm doing now. I think the only reason I started the year off strong was because I had to make some patterns. So that's why I started the year off strong. All right. I guess I need to figure out which of my bright fabrics my black with brights I'm gonna put on here. Because the one I pulled from Marshall Dry Goods is definitely not going on here. It is very pretty. I'm just trying to keep my fabric. But we're going to let a piece go. A piece has to be sacrificed. My nose keeps itching. Am I going to get some money or something? Time is it? 9:52. We might make it. We might make it. We'll see. I got to add this onto the other rows. That was my goal, to end with 2 pieces. So if I can do that, that'll be great. And then I just have one more seam I need to sew. See if I can get this pressed and put onto the next piece. Do you have to go to the pot? Ben, can you come take her, see if she needs to go to the potty? Because she's staring at me. I took her maybe at 6 o'clock. So maybe it was 7. It was 7 when I got up to come in here. It was 7. Thank you. Go potty. Hey. Go potty. Go potty. Come on. She don't pay my husband too much attention when I'm around. I have to be the one to give her the stern direction so she can do it. Because otherwise she'll just ignore him. He talks so soft to her. Paige, come on. Come on, Paige. She don't know those words. She knows go. I try to tell him, but you know. You know, dogs only know so many words. Especially commands. We got a little fold in there, but it'll get out on the big board. Woo, woo. Yes, 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 and more yes. Okay. Am I glad to see this at this point? I was just glad to not have to make any more half square triangles or square up anymore. It wasn't making them. That's why I like die cutting, because I don't like squaring up. I like to die cut everything. I think what I should do in the future is my scraps, I should just put them on my die board and cut them. I don't know why I did not. But because I sewed them at the same time when I made them, I drew 2 lines. I drew the center line and then 1/2 inch away. That's why I didn't. That's why. I might need to stop sewing them at the same time so that I can just add them. I can put them on my die thing and cut them so that they're already in the right. They're already cut to the right size, and then I don't have to square up. That's what I hate, is squaring up. Hold on. One more seam we got to get done. I got 4 minutes. Good Lord. It's going to take me 2 to pin it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. to pin them because I want to make sure they're in the right spot. No movement. Okay, this goes that way. Okay, we got one more row to sew for the goal. I kind of figured I would end with 2 pieces, but not bad considering I did a whole machine cleaning and oil. So that's cool. Now I'm trying to hit the the final countdown. Oh my goodness. All right, come on. How many more pins? I need 2. Two pins. And then I'll take these, my other piece is already pressed, and I'll take this piece to my big board and press it. All the seams that I haven't pressed here on there will be pressed. And then I can put the 2 halves together and then just have 1 half seam. It's all right. Tracy says she wants to do the pineapple before we start the new scrap club projects. Yeah, it's not even that complicated. It's technically just one. It's not even super big. Just haven't done it. Just being goofy. Oops, it moved out. Hold on. Hi, Sheila Willis and Sean of Go Savvy. So she's been watching from the TV. The colors are beautiful on the quilt. Thank you. I'm laughing at Sean says that she really needs to make her Christmas gifts. But she hasn't done any of them yet. But we know you'll get it done. I'm going to show something else my friend husband made on his, I don't know what you, laser printer or whatever, I guess you call it. That was the one thing when they first started making them so that they were real good ones at, say, $1,500 or less, that you could get real good ones at home. I looked into that and I said, girl, you got a heat press, steam irons, long arm. Where you putting that? So I had to let that go. But I do love the things that are being done with it. Okay. Final part of this scene. What time? Oh, Lord Jesus. I thought I had made it. It's 10:01. I did not make it at 10. I said I can read comments later. All right. So I just have these 2 halves, and I am going to press before I sew these, so that's not my goal to get those done, I just want to take off the excess tape right here, and I'll leave the row number on for right now, just in case one come off. I have another one on there. But yeah, really pretty. I like it. It's going to be a total of 5 rows. So I got the other 2 that have been pressed and ready to go on the top of this. So very nice. I'm very happy with it. It just needs a good pressing. I can't wait. So I will put this over here and take it out with me. When I leave, I'm folding it on one of the lines, so when I get to the station, one line will be ready. Because I have to press all the lines that I sewed. So, let's see. Oh, Kevin says call him. Okay, I'll call you. She says, oh boy, tomorrow morning's going to be busy. Yeah. It's going to be busy. I hate going to the grocery store. I normally, because I'm retired, I always go during the weekdays of holidays, like early. Like, people are already off work now. They've taken their vacation. So it's going to be busy everywhere. And like I said, I don't do any shopping. I either make it or it's a cash app if I do any type of gifts. And I didn't make anything this year. Like my mom, but she loves money, so she'll be all right. And even when I make her stuff, I still give her money, so she just like money. Just finished the bag. I really enjoyed sewing with you. Merry Christmas, everyone. That's from Tracy. And Zandra says it's beautiful. Thank you. So I can't wait to get it done. I'm gonna pick one of my colorful prints from Chungawang, however she says her name, and I am going to add that on around as a border, and then I'll have the black chicken wire as my binding, because I have 16 2.5 by 12.5 strips that's got to go somewhere. So I'm going to need some long strips, but I'm going to incorporate some of those short ones too. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. Again, Happy New Year to those that may not be coming back. I am going to be on Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve. Tracy, let me know. And I do it partly because it might be somebody that is not having any holiday plans, home alone. And so for those 5 people that might want to come, I'll be here for you. Okay, 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So this is a very colorful, beautiful quilt. You did a great job. Thank you, Wanda. That was really nice. So that's going to be it, guys. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everyone. And quilt out. See you at 12:01 a.m. for Stash or Pass.